Hey guys, welcome back to another improv class video. Now this week, I actually got sick for the regular class, so I missed it. And instead, I ended up having to do a makeup class with a different group. Still the same theme, but different group. However, it wasn't completely different because there were 4 people from the original group, my original improv group, that were there too, so made it kind of easier, but still pretty challenging. However, my guard was up. I was like, oh, I need to protect myself. I'm gonna embarrass myself. All that same kind of thinking that I had before when I first started lesson A, that came back up. But I also noticed that it didn't stay as long as it did before. When I originally started level A, I think it took me several weeks just to feel comfortable with the group. But I noticed like this week's class, I started to become really comfortable right at the end. So at the beginning I was like maybe at like a 30% of what I normally am, just with my participation level and my creativity. But then as the class went on, I got a little bit more comfortable, and at the end I was about 80%, which is pretty amazing because I typically, with the social anxiety, I typically get all stuck and, I just close down. And it takes me a while just to, warm up to someone. But I had a whole group, and, I think I was getting more comfortable, and that makes me feel good because we're about to go on to level C in a few weeks, and it's gonna be a different group probably. I don't know for sure who's going to join that class or not. I don't know, but because of this class, I feel like I can handle it now. So it wasn't really much talk when it came to the anxiety itself in this class. It was more just, it was all just improv today, but that was fine with me because I was already learning, I was learning what it was like to be in a different group, so I think that was good enough for me. So in this week's class, we had learned about group scenes. And so we played games that revolved around group work. We played games that helped us to see the gaps where we can jump in and add to the story or fill in the blanks. We played games that brought back the whole point of view. And so we were getting on the same point of views, or we had opposing point of views. So we worked a little bit on the point of view thing. So we were sharing points of view, so we were all doing the same thing, getting the same results, for instance, fly fishing. So we were all catching fish at the same time, or we were all not catching fish. Or when, we're in a dream, we're all in the same dream, and the same thing is happening to us. That was sharing points of view. And then we had opposing points of view where we were arguing our point of view, and we had that. We had this really fun game where we were telling a story, and so we had one person start the story, and then another person, the second person would end the story, and the third person would have a middle point, and all those 3 things had to be completely unrelated, and then everyone else had to come in, fill in a gap, and so it would help to bridge, the gaps between the start, the middle, and the end. We also did a little bit of rapping, but I suck at rapping. I was thinking of putting it in this video, but I'm not even gonna attempt. Maybe later. Really good game we played was doing scenes with written lines. So we would do the normal scene, and then, we'd pick a random piece of paper, look at it, and voice that as part of the scene. So it'd be yeah, you know what I think? you know what I think? And then pull out like a piece of paper and look at it and then be totally ridiculous. And it was so awesome because sometimes it would add a twist to the story, which is great. And so the other people watching would get a kick out of that, and you know, us up there, the people that were performing had a kick too. It was really awesome, and it was really cool because some of the things that they pulled out, just it fit so perfectly, just in a humor kind of sense. It fit so perfectly for that scene. And yeah, so a couple of the things that we learned when it comes to improv scenes, not so much anxiety, is that when you're doing scenes, you don't have too many points of view. If you have too many points of view, it can get really overwhelming and really distracting. You don't know what to follow, and you know. I think maybe like 2 is good. And sometimes you can have like just one. You know, it doesn't have to be like this argument in a scene, you know, you could just be like all in agreement and just having fun in that place. We also had this one game where everybody was up on stage and we all had our own characters and we would be interacting with another character where everyone else would be silent, and so we would take the focus and then it would switch around the room. And with us, we ended up having to do characters revolving around fans. I guess it's like fanatics, or actual fans, or, you know, the fan type thing when, you know, you look up to someone, you know, or that kind of fan. So anyways, second last class, there's one more left. So, looking forward to that. Anyways, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, let me know, comment below, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Alright, well, time to go. Bye. If you haven't already seen any of the previous videos of Level B, click on the following links below and watch them now.